Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It is Sims Sunday, so I'm gonna be doing something Sims. And today, we're in The Sims 2 with the little town of Pleasantview, the very messy little neighborhood. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, like, how my Pleasantview has, I guess, how I've played it, and how everything kind of, played out, basically. So yeah, so as you can see, like, I've added a few little houses and stuff like that. There are different names and different names and houses, and well, some of the houses do look really different, like the Goth Manor. Yeah, like, that's not the Goth Manor. Yeah, that is from Fortana. I'll have to link her in below. I found her from another simmer, a Cotton Sock or Maddie. But she has really nice little builds, and, like, she really does up the place and stuff. But it looks way better than EA's builds. Oh, you can see through that wall. Okay, go off, I guess. That's a house I built, but a little box. Same with that little one. That was the first. Oh, and you can see through there too. What the hell? Anywho, yeah, so I want to show you my spreadsheet. So I haven't played since March, so I'm on rotation 6 though. So I left off at the second Goth family, which you can see that has Miss Bella. In my little whole thing, Bella came back. So you will have to, okay, well, this is wrong. Why is that? Let me switch that real quick. And as you can see, you're like, what? That is Francesca. Yeah, Bella had another kid. So yeah, so, like, I have obviously Alexander, then there's Bella, and then the Lotharios, so Dawn and Cass, Caliente's Nina, and then there's a Townie Toby, the Broke family, Miss Brandy, and as you can see, she got all of the damn kids. Darren Dreamer and his townie wife, and they have quite a few kids too. Pleasant, Mary Sue, and another townie. John, Burb, and Jen, they have a few kids too still. And the Odie / Dreamer, so Lilith and Dirk, and then Coral and Herb did pass away, so, but you'll see their daughter Haley before, you know. And then the Landgrabs, so Malcolm the Fifth and Dina Caliente, which they got married and they had a few kids. The Pleasants, Daniel and Kaylin, Broke, Dustin and Angela, and then the Clarks, which is Lucy Burb and a townie Philip Clark, and then the Goth Lothario, which is Bianca and Angelica, which you will see who they are, which I need to change these to adult though, because they is no longer teenagers, and I don't know why that I didn't change that. So yeah, so obviously this is where I have all my trying to check in to see what all they got. So this tracker is from Pleasant Sims, so I can link her little, she has a whole, like, website dedicated to everything she does, so I'm gonna link that in below so you can see that too. But yeah, so it goes through with what rotation you're on, the household name, their last names, the first names, their roles. So, like, Alexander, when you first start off, you have obviously Mortimer, Cassie, Alex, and Cassandra in the same house. So, like, obviously up here was Goth Mortimer, and he was the founder. And then you had Cassandra Goth, and she was the daughter, and then Alexander Goth, which is the son. But you can see, like, basically what they are to that first one. So Alexander is the second gen founder of the Goth family. And what that just means is he keeps the last name. So then they have their age, the zodiac, their aspiration, their second aspiration, their lifetime wish, their career, what level they're on, and what their job is, their hobbies, how much money they got, their bank account, their partner. I added in their turn-ons and turn-offs just so I could see who would be compatible with who, which I haven't gone through and did like too many of them. It's only if I've remembered. But they don't get them until they're teenagers, so it really doesn't matter much. And then I added in degree. I think I added in degree. I think I did that. But you can see like some people have different degrees if they went to uni and all that. And then just their notes. So like Alexander has the fortune token, and then he did have he had a dog, so I just put one dog. And you can see his wife is pregnant right now. And then, yeah, you can see, like, I have 15 here, which that lines up to Mr. Don Lothario, which that's basically how many bodies he has. His lifetime wish is to woohoo with 20 different Sims, and, where he's got 5 more to go. And then he also has a daughter to Angela, which is Angela Pleasant or Angela Broke, because she married Dustin, which is kind of crazy. And then Cass is pregnant. So you can see like everyone's I just put in what they all have, and so then let's get and then obviously, so the little E, that's the baby name on, because I do alphabetically, like their names. So like, I don't know. So say, what was the first kid? I don't know who the first kid was. I'm not gonna lie. I do not remember. But it would have to be Angelica. So Angelica Lothario. So it'd be like Angelica, and then Bianca, and then Charlotte, Declan. Keeps going on and on and on. And then I put this just so I remind myself, like, after I go through every rotation, I go to uni. So then this is the zodiac aspirations. So with the zodiac and aspirations, so whatever their zodiac sign will lead to what aspiration they are. So Aquarius family, there's popularity, as you can see. And then this is who is in my uni. So by rotation, you play with the seasons. So when summer is done, I take whoever needs to go to uni, I take them at the end of each season. So if they're at the end of summer, they leave that day, and then they come back in the fall, because that's the next season. So like same thing, end of fall, they come back in winter, and that's just how they kind of keep on the same track as everyone else. And then I have all of the majors and what jobs they correlate to, just so I can figure out like who is who. I try not to get everyone the same ones, because obviously different ones would give you some of the same careers. So I don't know. I gotta reorganize this and see what is what, and then have them in a line to see like, oh, okay, so this one's all the same, blah, blah, blah. And then if they are the same, I roll a little, like on Google you can go and do like random number generator, so I just do that. But as you can see, I have 2 in uni right now, which is David Pleasant and Evan Burb, which actually I think they just came back if I go back into the game, which we'll go there in a few. And then I have the graveyard, so who passed away and in what season and rotation. So like in the spring of my 3rd rotation, Herb and Coral Oldie passed away, and Mortimer Goth, he also passed away. And then in my 6th generation in the spring, this was Alexander's dog, he passed away. And which is kind of crazy, that's all I have, but out of all of these Sims, but I mean, we're getting there. A lot of people are getting up there in age and stuff, so it's kind of a little upsetting, but like Mary Sue and David should be, or David, ha, 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 ha. What is his name? Daniel. So, I don't know. Anyhow, let's get into the game. Okay, so obviously, like, this is my little town, and I think I've already gone through that. But yeah, you can see everything's a little different. So we are going to go into the Goth mansion first, which is usually what you would start with rotation. So we're gonna go in and see what Alexander's been up to. Okay, so we are in the Goth mansion, which this is, oh, there are some dirty plates. Cool. This is what Fortuna made. I think I added this in. I don't think that actually comes with the house, but this is the new Goth Manor, like, updated that Fortuna did make, and then I added in these two too. Little graveyard, which they don't actually have the graves, so that is one thing you have to look out for. But yeah, it's a nice little place. Like, you got this nice little attic part, then you got your main floor, which is, I need to redo their house a little bit just to kind of get the, I don't know, make it more cozy, I guess, because it just looks like, not a dungeon, but like, I don't know, the girls should have their own rooms and stuff like that, and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, so this is Alexander, and he married Lisa Curtin, which is a townie. So this is Mr. Alexander. Maybe if he was in his actual everyday clothes, maybe we'll do a little casual Alexander. Let's see, some manipulator, casual Lisa. Okay, so let's let him get out of bed. So this is Mr. Alexander. Yeah, as you can see, their dog just passed away, so they want to resurrect, but he does want to have another baby, and he does have the family aspiration, but he wants to become a mad scientist, which he is level 5 in the scientist career as a project leader. And then Lisa is a this is knowledge sim, and her, where is it? Where'd it go? There he is. She wants to become the hand of Poseidon. I always forget how to say his name, but she's level 4 and she's a dive master. But this is Miss Lisa. They were high school sweethearts. I try to add in townies just so like everyone's not connected and everyone gets like different genetics and stuff like that. Because if you just keep it all within the families here, honestly, everyone's either going to have black hair, red hair, or brown, and then they're gonna have like the tannish skin. So it's like, you know, get some out there. Like, you can obviously see like Alexander with these are his 2 daughters, so they're twins. It's Willow and Winnie. So we'll go down to Willow. This is Miss Willow. She has that black hair, and I think she's gonna kind of look like Bella, honestly, but she has Bella's skin tone. I think that's like I don't know how many skin tones there are. I think there's like 4 of them, but I think she has the second one. And then Winnie, if she could stop playing the piano, everyone is always attracted to the damn piano. But this is Miss Winnie. I think she's gonna just look like Alexander, honestly. She's got his fair skin and the black hair. But yeah, they're little twinnies. And then let's go into their family tree so you can see like how everyone is, you know, connected. Like, obviously Lisa is a townie, so she doesn't have parents or anything above that. So these are the twin girls that Mr. Alexander and Lisa had, and Alexander has Mortimer, who passed away, and as you can see, he's got quite a list of things going on. Not him having like the sliders is kind of crazy, but you know. So Mortimer had obviously Cassandra, and Alexander to Miss Bella, And they also had a third child, Francesca. So in my little whole story, it was Mortimer, obviously in the rotational play, he ends up marrying Dina Caliente. So Mortimer and Dina were together, and they ended up having Bianca. And as you can see, there's a little bit more going on with Bianca's whole crew. But they only had Bianca together, and you're like, why is she an alien? Well, if you go back into Dina's family tree, she is related to an alien. So if you have a clean template, you do get the alien genetics. Yeah. So Bianca was Dina and Mortimer's first and only child together. And then the whole thing was, Bella ended up finding her way back, and only Alexander and Cass knew until Alexander was like, well, Dad doesn't believe me, da-da-da-da-da. So she invited him over the one day, and Mortimer was like starstruck. He was like, oh my god, Bella, where you been, loca? So they ended up getting together, and at the same time, Dina was like, ugh, old man Morty, I need someone to keep up with me. So she ended up cheating on Morty anyway with Malcolm Landgrab, which he's got the money. He's a businessman. He's got that. That's why she was with Mortimer. She just wanted to marry rich. That's, like, I guess, go off, girl. Like, whatever. So yeah, so that's Miss Bianca. And, so yeah. So we're going to go into all the other families too, though, just to show you how they're all connected. But this is how Alexander's life is going. And I was going to say, when he doesn't show that they're cousins and stuff. No. So we are going to go on to the Lothario household. Okay, so we're with Mr. Don Lothario, none other than the Casanova himself. Why are his eyes not open? He actually just got back from cheating. Scoundrel. He went on a date with Marie Tan, which is a townie. Yeah, so, but obviously his whole thing is he's a romance sim. So they're going to cheat. It doesn't matter. That's what they want. They want to have all of the lovers. It doesn't matter. So he wants to woohoo with 20 different sims, which in my, the sheet, you can see that he's already at 15, so he just needs 5 more, which is, okay. So yeah, so then Cassie, I think, is sleeping already. They're not, I don't think they're on really, oh no, they're fine now. She did catch him cheating quite a few times, but I don't know why it's not, oh, there's one here. She caught him cheating, and I was like, fuck you, dude. They had a family reunion. Oh, when Alexander got married, everyone was over. So yeah, so we have Miss Cassie, which maybe I should just wake him up for the hell of it. And then her 2 sons right now. Mr. Oliver's eating a little hamburger. Don is trying to go to sleep, which we've already seen him. And then we have Mr. Nash. They're such a cute family, honestly. Like, it's a problem, though. Honey, you can come sleep. You come sleep here. Not me just playing this now. But this is Miss Cassie. She is not a happy being. But she is super cute. And then I do have, the whole, what is it, like, their genetics are correct or something, because if you load into the regular Pleasantview, like, Cassie and I think it's Kaylin Langerak have the same face template, and in this they don't. Like, she looks more like Bella and Morty now. She doesn't have just that random anything face that you can just slap on a sim and call it a day. But she's super cute. I tried to keep her little aesthetic going with the whole black goth thing going on. But let's go into their family tree because she has a daughter too, which I think she's also pregnant right now, if I was correct. Yeah, it says she's pregnant on my sheet, so maybe she hasn't found out yet. But yeah, so obviously Cassie is daughter of Bella and Morty, oldest daughter, firstborn of Bella and Morty. And she married Don, which is the whole interaction whenever you first load in. So he can either leave you at the altar or he can marry you, in which I was hoping he would leave, but he didn't. He stuck around. So then obviously he goes off and does his whole cheating thing, and Cassie's the family sim she is, which what does she wants how many she wants to take 3 children to graduate 3 children from college. So I mean, she got her 3, but you know. But so we have Angelica, which is their firstborn. She is currently living with, how do I get back to it? With her aunt Bianca, because they were besties, because they were the same age, honestly, as they were growing up. So they just kind of connected with each other. And then we have the second-born Nash and Mr. Oliver. And if you saw, I clicked on her, and there's a 3rd little child, which is Charlotte Broke, which is kind of crazy because you're like, well, why is a broke baby on there? Mr. Don. Mr. Don has a secret love child, which is like, still. Was it with Brandy? No. It's with Miss Angela. And Miss Angela is a broke now because she married high school sweetheart Dustin, which we'll get into her whole story, which is kind of crazy because, like, honestly, Angela and Dawn deserve each other. In this gameplay, they deserve each other. I don't know how, but Angela is basically the female version of Dawn, and it's disgusting. Like, girl, what the hell? Like, we thought you could be better than that. No. So yeah, but Angela's kind of covering up, be like, oh, no, this is our first child, and like Dustin has no idea. He's like, oh, that's my baby. No, it's not. Yeah. I think this house is also by Furtana, too, just to give a little, I don't know why I didn't do the whole thing, but it's pretty cute too. I think I redid all of the houses, and like I do have add-ons too, which I've built around the house. Who kicked over I don't know, but we're gonna head on to the next family, which is Nina Caliente. Alright, so continuing from the family tree, obviously we saw how Charlotte was related to Dawn, which is their secret love child. So this is Mr. Dustin, though. Mr. Dustin Broke, the firstborn of Skip and Brandy. He ended up, he's doing very well for himself, honestly. He really want to go to uni. So, let him go. He has a what? I think, let me check. He has, he has an economics degree, and his lifetime wish is to become the head of SCIA, which is crazy because, like, you load into him and you're like, oh, he's a little criminal. But he, like, switched the whole game. He was like, hell yeah. And he's level 8, which is kind of crazy. He's been working his ass off. And I'm so proud of him. Like, I love playing with him. But he deserves way better. But he's, like, so in love with Angela. Like, he also has, like, this Gretchen. She's a townie. And she's, like, always calling him everything. They get along so well. But he only has his eyes on Angela, and like he doesn't have chemistry with her, which is understandable, but whatever. But he is a fortune sim, so he wants to up his his money. They are living in his old family trailer right now. He was living in the apartments, but he was like, maybe it's time to get my own home and start a little family. And as you can see, he ended up marrying Miss Angela. Miss fucking Angela. And as you can see, she has a little bit of a problem going on. But yeah, so Miss Angela, and then this is her daughter, Charlotte. And they're super cute, but she's got a problem. There's also a cat. The cat's right here. Angel? Yeah. Angela rolled the want to get a kitten when she was a teenager, and Angel is her cat. As you can see, like, she's up there. Oh, that's so sad. I'm gonna have another animal in the graveyard. But yeah, so Angela has become quite a problem. She is a popularity aspiration, but she is also a romance. Her second aspiration is romance. So she really tries and gets around, which is horrible. Yeah, she was not set on, she wants to be friends with this guy Ricky, which I don't even know where he's at in here. Like, she was messing with Grant Minlock, which is another townie, whenever they were teenagers, and I thought she'd end up wanting to break up with Dustin for him, but she didn't, which is crazy. And I have ACR in, so they can do whatever as they please, honestly. So, and her and Dawn ended up having Charlotte because they went out on, did she go out on a date with just Dawn recently? Or no, Dawn was with that Marie. But yeah, she had Charlotte with Dawn after a date and a woohoo gone wrong, and honestly, with as many times as I tried to get her, literally for them to try for a baby, it did not work. But as soon as it was just a woohoo, I have a 50% on with a woohoo. It was all Dawn, so what a problem. So as you could go into Angela's, as you can see, she also has a slider, and you're like, where did all these damn kids come from? Not Mary Sue. And Dustin also has a little bit of a line, but not as bad. So we'll go through Angela's. So obviously she is twin with Lilith, and of Mary Sue and what's his name? Daniel? Yeah, Daniel. But her and Daniel also had Mr. David before they ended up breaking up. And it was a whole thing that, like, if your sim catches them cheating, at the end of their, like, their little block will get all red. At the end of that time, she decides whether she wants to move on with the relationship or get rid. And she said, get rid. So Daniel ended up moving out. So then Daniel's whole thing was, okay, well, who'd I get caught with? Oh, I got caught with Kaylin. So you know where he's gonna go? With Kaylin. And Kaylin's just kind of like, hooray! Like, she has only had her eyes on Daniel, which is crazy. And they now have 4 kids together, which we'll get into her. And then obviously he is sister to Jen. But Lilith is doing really good for herself. I will say that her and Dirk did get married, and they had 3 kids. And as you can see, Mary Sue has, obviously, Coral and her passed away. But there's a sister. Her name is Haley. And you're like, where the hell she come from? Coral got the want to... I want to say it was a want to, no, she didn't get no want. I think my storyline was her passed away, and Coral was like, well, if you've ever played with these two, oh my god, they're like the swingers. Like, that's what it is. They just, Herb's a hot mess. He was cheating with Coral all which way, but Coral was like, well, I need something to do. I miss the kids. And she always had a want to call her daughter or the grandkids. And so I was like, well, maybe she needs a child. So she ended up adopting Haley as a baby and just raising her. And Haley, I think, is a teenager, so Coral did pass away before Haley grew up as an adult. So yeah. So back to Angela and Dustin. So obviously you can see we'll go into them in a few. And then Dustin, obviously he's Skip and Brandy. And Brandy has all of these kids, so all of his siblings. And as you can see, some of them are broke and some of them aren't. I need to fix his. I think they just got married and I have to change their last names. So when you load into Brandy she ends up pregnant with Skip/Child. And if you don't have a clean template, it'll always be I think it's a boy. Because it's a clone. Maybe it's a girl because it's a clone of Brandy. I don't know. But if you have, did I say a clean template? If you load into just the regular Sims, she has a clone as she's pregnant. So whatever the baby is, I think it's a girl whenever she loads in. But if you have a clean template, you can either get a boy or a girl. So she ended up having the last child, which ended up being a girl, and she is Miss Cassidy Broke. And then obviously Brandy got remarried to Charlie Tank, which is a townie, and had 3 more kids. So yeah. So this is like their little, little hoopla. And then I think we'll go into maybe we should go into Dustin's side because he doesn't have much to go through. So we're going to go over and see the Brokes. Alright, so we won't be able to see all of the Brokes because they're obviously getting ready to go to school and stuff. But this is Miss Quinn Broke, which is actually Quinn Tang, which is her father is Charlie. But here's Miss Brandy, which she is going to leap into his arms. Oh no, she's going to serenade him. Oh, that looks like the interaction I'm getting there. So yeah, this is Miss Brandy, and then her husband Charlie. She did want to resurrect Skip, which I was trying so hard to do because I was trying to throw her in the paranormal career, but it just was not working out for her. So she ended up meeting Charlie, and she was like, starstruck. She was like, oh my god, he's the best thing since sliced bread. I guess after Skip, but so yeah, so we do have Bo, which is Brandy's toddler when you load in, which he's a bit cutie. Oh, if I can see his face. I can't really see it. Okay. He looks a lot like Dustin and Skip, but obviously because it's brother and anywho, but they do live in this little house. I don't remember. I think this is just a house that came with this is just a house that came with EA that I added in because Brandy had all the damn kids, so she needed quite an area for them, which this kind of got them there. So like obviously we have the baby here, what's your name? Xavier. Oh, he's got a little toy in his hand. I have a thing. It's like a playpen, and whenever they're in the playpen, they end up having a toy, and he's just kind of stuck with that toy now. And then I got the little play mat too. Yeah, and then this is the twins, which is Quinn and Quentin's rooms, and they aged up a few days ago. And then obviously Bo has a little room here, and then this is Cassidy's, in which I just realized Cassidy is dating David Pleasant, which is Angela's brother. So she's basically dating her sister-in-law's brother, which, I mean, I guess they're not really, I don't want to say related, but they're not really related. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Yeah, so she's dating her sister-in-law's brother, which I guess that's not really technically family, but like, I mean, I guess her niece, it's no, technically they're not related at all because her niece isn't really her niece. So I mean, I guess, she's just association. I guess it's, I don't know, but that's how it is, honestly. Um, but yeah, other than that, like, no one else has anything really going on. Bo, I don't. He was into Sadie Chan, but that never really. He doesn't have any chemistry or anything with her, so he's not really like. I don't know. He hasn't really like looked into anyone. He has like a few bolts with. Like, why does he have two bolts with her? He hasn't really found anyone interesting, I guess. I don't know. But he's just kind of living his life. He's a fortune aspiration. He wants to earn 100,000 simoleons. But he's currently in the Slacker career. So he's a home video editor, which he's level 7, so he's not doing too bad at. And then Charlie Tang is a prep cook. He is level 6. He's a romance sim, which surprisingly he hasn't wanted to cheat on Brandy though. But he wants to become a celebrity chef. And I'm kind of like proud of that because he's like the first romance sim that hasn't been like, oh, let me cheat, because that's not it. And Brandy deserves someone who's not gonna just go off on her. But she's obviously a family sim, and I think she wants to marry off 6 children. I was gonna say she wants 10. She hasn't rolled that month though, and she has how many? She has Dustin, Bo, Cassidy, the twins. So she has 6 kids. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So she has 6 kids. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of little Tangs and I guess Brokes running around. I don't know, because I don't know where. We'll see with Cassidy. I don't know. But we are going to head off onto Angela's side now to go through her whole history. Okay, so going off on Mary Sue's kids, this is Miss Lilith. And then this is her sister, Haley. Haley's so cute. But yeah, so this is Miss Lilith, and Lilith ended up marrying Dirk. So she's now Lilith Dreamer. But yeah. So they've been doing really well for themselves. After Herb died, Lilith went to uni and came back, and she was like, Graham, I don't want to go back to the house. Not only is like obviously their parents split up, but her and Angela, they don't get along at all. So she's like, well, I don't want to move back in with her. Like, it's just too much. And she's like, I feel like I don't have that freedom. So her and her grandma, they were pretty close and stuff. So she said, well, after your grandpa died, like, you can move in with me, da-da-da. But she also was like, well, I'm going to end up passing away soon, and someone needs to take care of Haley. And Mary Sue, she's getting up there in age, so she's like, no. But Lilith was like, don't worry, that's my aunt. I'll take care of her. She's like, no, that's fine. Like, let me move in, and I'll be like that second parent to her. Well, third, I guess. So yeah. So they ended up having, let's see, Tiana Dreamer, which I think she's still sleeping. Yeah, she's sleeping. So this is their firstborn, and then they had twins, Anita and Anthony. Oh, Anita is whining. She can get out whenever I come back to this family. But as you can see, like, they have different, like, Anita has that tan skin, which is in between Lilith and Dirk's. And then she has Dirk's black hair. And then Anthony has Lilith's orange hair, which is kind of really cute. And Tiana obviously has his black hair too. But she has, I think, she's one up from Lilith's skin tone because she's pale. And then I think Anthony is the same way. Yeah, he's one up from her paleness. So yeah, but then they got all these animals, which all of these animals are due to Haley when she was younger. Coral and Herb. ended up adopting Cleo first, and Cleo was Herb's dog. So as you can see, she's kind of getting up there. Draco, which is Dirk's dog. He rolled the want to get a puppy, and he's had him since. And then we have the Sims 2 dogs are my favorite because they always look so fucking wonky. Because, like, I thought when she was a puppy, I was like, oh, maybe she'll be like a little pit bull type. No, she grew up. Well, he grew up. Blue. Yeah. Blue grew up and, looks like a damn poodle. And I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, all right, whatever. And then they have, Melon the cat. But that's all because Haley kept getting wants to get a cat, get a dog. I was like, all right, well, here we go. So yeah, but she's pretty good friends with everyone. Cleo claimed her as her master. That's kind of cute. Her pack. Oh, because that was like their original. Oh, that's so cute. Because it was Herb, but since he passed, I guess it had to be passed on. So yeah, so this is the original house. Well, not the original house. This is another Furtana makeover. But I did add a second floor, and I added on, opening it up a little more. I just realized I didn't fix that, which whatever. So yeah, so they're just kind of living quite nicely in this little abode. I don't know. It's a nice big house at this point, now that I've really added it up, but they're getting along pretty well. They do only have 2,000 simoleons, which is kind of sad, even though this house is like huge, but you know what? It's a growing family. That's all that matters. And yeah, but they've had, like, obviously, she's a popularity aspiration. Her lifetime want is to become general in the military, which is level 10 in the military career. And she's at level 8 right now. She's a commander. Dirk is a fortune sim, and he wants to become a city planner. He is architect level 7. Haley wants to be a ballet dancer. Yeah, world-class ballet dancer. So, but she's in school right now, so she's not going. She'll probably end up going to uni because she rolled the want to go to college. So we'll probably do something that aligns to that. And obviously the kids are still too young, but Haley is also a knowledge sim, so I don't know if I added her. Oh, she's a secondary family. Look, she's already mastered all of that, which is kind of crazy. Is he? Yeah. I've been playing them so much, getting their wants done and stuff, so like they have almost everything. So we're gonna go into who's next? David is, I think he's in the bin in the world. I haven't added him in because I don't think he adds up to my rotation yet, or he goes at the end. Yeah, this is David Pleasant. So he's the third son of Mary Sue and Daniel, which we'll go to Daniel. Where does Daniel? Right here. So he lives in the makeovered home by again Furtana, that Jen and John lived in. And I'm not saying they're not making it out well, but they're not really making it out well. Like, they got 6,000 simoleons. Kaylin's pregnant again. They got all these damn kids. Yeah, it's a little hectic. So this is their oldest, Lindsay. She's definitely looks like Kaylin, but she's got Daniel's hair. The only one who so far has Kaylin's hair is Uma, which is kind of funny, because then you got all these little redheads running around. But Uma and Una are they're twins. They got their dad's noses. She has her mom's nose. So Uma and Una, and then Monica is their second born, and then obviously a third and fourth born. But third, fourth born. And then Kaylin is also pregnant with more. Who knows what she actually has. She wants to have 10 children though, which I don't know if she'll get there within the 5 days. I think there's still, oh no, I had an elixir of life here. Because Daniel was kind of using that. As you can see, he's like at his very beginning of elderhood. And I think he used all that, and that's why that's gone. But maybe I'll have to get that for her and have her keep going to get that, because she is a family sim and she wants to reach her golden anniversary, which your sim wants to celebrate a golden anniversary with our chosen spouse. When this is fulfilled, the sim will reach platinum aspiration. Just make sure to keep 2 sims lifetime and short-term relationship scores high, and watch out for the temptations of cheating, which honestly, Daniel is a romance sim, and relative gets married and engaged. Get to go down, child. Maybe I'll lock that in. I guess that would have to be his kids at this point, because, I guess there's David, the last child. Oops. But yeah, Daniel is a romance sim, so he's, like, usually, like, on that whole, ooh, I'm a cheat. Like, he hasn't wanted to cheat since he was with Caitlin. Like, he has sparks with Nina, he got sparks with Brandy, obviously he still has stuff with Mary Sue, and they're still best friends, which is, like, whatever. It was like the relationship didn't work out, but we've known each other for how long, stayed together, and for the kids' sake, I don't know. But they still talk on the phone every so often and shit too, so it's funny. But he has never wanted to cheat as much as he did on Mary Sue. I just think they weren't compatible, which is, I guess it happens, but cheating is the answer, never the answer. So yeah, but I mean, Kaylin hasn't wanted to do anything else with anyone else, and she's just happy living her little home life. They do, obviously you can see they run a little business. Since Kaylin has all the kids and all she does is stay home, she is unemployed, but she does run a little bakery. So what is she? Oh, she's serving up pancakes right now. So everyone can start getting ready for school and stuff. There might be a snow day, honestly, with how high the snow is. So, whatever. But yeah, she runs a little bakery, so I've been having her cook and stuff. It does get hard, though, because she's pregnant, and their needs go down so quickly. So it's like it doesn't even, like, it doesn't matter. And then they got this little cat named Simmy. I'm gonna assume Simmy. I just kept the name, whatever. They got him. I don't know who ruled the one of wanting the cat, though. I feel like it was probably Lindsay, so we got the cat. So yeah, but you can see they don't really exactly have a lot in store. And then up here is kind of I forgot I got them the counterfeit money stuff. That's horrible. But yeah, their house is very small. They definitely need an upgrade, or I need to fix the house up or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But those windows should not be there. I don't know how those got there. Whatever. But yeah, they've got beds, cribs everywhere. That's kind of a problem. But I guess that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Whatever. But yeah, so Kaylin doesn't have anything with anyone else. I don't think is Lindsay involved with anyone? No, Lindsay's not really involved with anyone. She's friends with Cassidy Broke, though, which is kind of sweet. So then we'll have to go into the Burb family. So Jennifer and John, and as you can see, they have quite a few kids, and they got grandkids. Lissy has some kids. So we're gonna head over to them. Alright, so we are in the Burb household. I'm on Reddit, and I posted about my rotations and like how my family has changed. And I posted a picture of just like their household in the main menu, and people were like raving about Mrs. Pants. She is a strange looking dog. Like the floppy ears that are like curved out. She's got this like little face. I don't know. She is a She is a favorite animal of mine, but you know. And then they got Duchess, just plain little cat. But Mrs. Pants is definitely, the Sims 2 animals are so whack. And like Sims 3 pets, like they always look really good no matter how crazy like they're like, I guess, intermixing the breeds of animals. But like I don't like, Mrs. Pants is just a mutt, so it's like I don't know what the hell she actually is. She like looks like a golden retriever, but I don't know where the hell the curved little ears come from. I don't know. It's fine. Anywho, Johnny is using the toilets, but obviously you can see that they are elders. So there's Mr. John, and Jen. Well, John is obviously family aspiration, and he wants to marry off 6 children. And they do have, how many kids do they have? They have 6 children, don't they? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They literally have 6 children. Okay, so obviously they have Lucy, which we'll go into her next. And then they have Evan. So Lucy's the firstborn, who you end up coming into the whole Pleasantview with. I think they're in the bin, and then you have to move them in. But yeah, so Lucy is now all grown up, and she had her own little kids. Evan is also in the bin because he went to uni with David Pleasant. And then they have Gracie, Grayson, and then Savannah and Samson. So here's Miss Jen. She is still stunning even as an elder. So he is an architect apprentice. He is level 5, and she is a legal biller, level 4 in the law. Then we have Miss Gracie. Oh, she's got some acne. We got Grayson. And then here's little Savannah. Then I think is he still sleeping? No, he's using the bathroom. Okay, cool. This house I built for the Burb specifically. It is just a plain little build, honestly. Like, I just kind of boxed it. Yeah, it just kind of fits all of their little needs right now. They got their little workout area. This is Grayson and Gracie's room, or it was their room when they were kids, but then Savannah and Samson aged up, so now it's their room. And then obviously we have Gracie and Grayson's new room, and then this was Evan's room, but he just moved out, so it's like, well, not needed anymore. And then obviously we have Jen and John's room down here. But yeah, so they got a quite a nice little house. We are going to head into Miss Lucy to show you what she's been up to, because she's moved out, she's up in the world. I don't know why I hit save when I could have just hit the neighborhood and saved. I don't know, whatever. But she is living with Philip Clark, which the Clarks right here. They are living in the makeover house for Darren and Dirk. And it's quite nice for just the two of them and their dog. So obviously we have Lucy and Philip. They were little high school sweethearts. What is this? She wants to kiss. She's a family sim, so she's gonna probably want all of the children. She is currently studying parenting, so she wanted to do that. She did go to uni. She is employed at the moment. They don't have too much going on. As you can see, their house is very bare minimum. Yeah, I haven't done exactly too much. It is a small house, but it's like a starter for them. It's just like something, I guess, for them to hang out in until the kids start getting older or they start having more kids. And then we got Declan and Delaney, and then Philip's at work right now, and he's also a family sim, which is kind of cute, so they both have the whole thing. He wants to marry off 6 children. She wants to become a celebrity chef, so I guess that's what she's gonna be going into for her career. But I don't think I was gonna get her a job until the kids aged up, because he is bringing in good money, but you know, it's not going to be enough as they grow their family. but she actually got pregnant as a teenager, and had the babies during uni, so that's why they're still kind of brand new, as she just hit her adult life. I did have to suspend her pregnancy in uni, and then she had them literally directly after coming out, but I was like, I'm not gonna have her to take care of all the kids on her own and then get a nanny. And then when I was playing, like, one of the babies didn't teleport out as she left, so I was like, I don't want to have to leave a child behind or anything. Oh, look, Alexander and Nikki Zanger on walking outside. So I don't know, but then they got, where's the dog at? Oh, in the ground. Okay, cool. Spot is in the ground. Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is their little Dalmatian Spot. I forget who wanted Spot. I don't know. Someone rolled for it, and I was like, all right, cool, dog. But yeah, so this is Miss Lucy's her little life. Philip doesn't have any other family besides them. They are still just dating, going steady. We'll see if they get married or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't played since March, like I said, but I don't know. I've been really into playing Jak and Daxter. I just finished the Precursor Legacy, which is the very first one, and now I'm on Jak 2, which is kicking my ass for no fucking reason, but I guess go the hell off. Okay, so going back from the Goth family, we are going to go into Miss Bella and Francesca. I should have went about this a different way, because, like, trying to get them doing the family tree, because I ended up, well, I guess I did. I just bounced to everyone. But going back off of Alexander's little thing, so this is his mother's life. So this is Bella's life. So obviously Bella and Morty had Cassandra and Alex, and then they had their third child, Francesca, right before Mortimer died. Bella is an elder, so she will be passing in a while. She's still got a few to go, but she is dating this guy out of townie called Christian Love, which, go off, sis, go off. She is really into him, and that was the first person she's, like, really been like, oh yeah, hey. She is retired. I don't know why I retired her at level 2, because that is horrible. I think she got the want to retire, and I was like, whatever. But now she wants to join this slacker career, so, like, go off, sis. So this is Francesca. She is super cute. I don't know where she got the brown hair from. I think it may be Morty or someone along those lines, because Bella has black hair. I think Morty had the brown hair, or someone in their lineage, I guess. But yeah, so Francesca is involved with a little bit with Evan Burb. Like, she's, like, got a crush on him, but she's also, like, has no chemistry with him, so she, like, really doesn't fucking care. But she is into his brother, Grayson, and she has a crush on him, too. So it's kind of like, oh, a little, not love triangle, but, like, kind of that. It's, like, sibling rivalry. But she is best friends with Evan, so it's like, oh, well, I see you as more of a friend, this, that, third, whatever. And then she's also friends with Isla Landgrab, which is Dina's daughter to Malcolm. So if we go to Bianca, which Bianca actually, this was Bianca's room. Bianca moved in with Bella and Francesca because her and Francesca were close. And when Dina cheated with Malcolm, Mortimer was like, I don't want to continue this relationship. So Dina ended up leaving, but she left Bianca behind. So Morty was like, well, that's my daughter. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I got to. So after Mortimer passed, Bella was like, well, I think we'll take Bianca in. And yeah, so they did keep Bianca, but Bianca still was like, okay, well, Bella came back, and like that's why my parents got divorced without really knowing. And obviously Dina will tell a whole different story because she's like, oh, well, who's the bad guy? Not me. So going back on the whole, Dina's gonna tell her whatever. Like, obviously they're super close, but Dina was like, well, your dad kicked me out and he wanted to keep you and blah, 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 you know? But Dina moved on with Mr. Malcolm Landgrab himself. They are both elders, which is crazy. And they just had Braxton, which I can't even click on him because he's a baby. But whatever. I do need to redo the Landgrab estate because it's not a bachelor pad anymore. Like, this is a family home. So they had their oldest daughter, Isla, which Malcolm and Dina's, just Malcolm alone, his facial features are crazy. And they're crazy strong going on to the kids. Because, like Dina's so cute. But Malcolm is, like, he's good looking for himself. But, like, when it comes into kids, it's like, oh my god. Like, these kids are kind of ridiculous. And then they had two alien girls. And I was like, Dina is, like, cursed with the girls, which, whatever. But they have finally had their son, Braxton. Which, Braxton actually has orange hair. Which is funny enough because Malcolm has blonde, Dina has blonde, but Braxton has orange like Nina. And obviously, like, somewhere here there is orange hair running through because Nina also has a red-headed child, orange, whatever. But yeah, so, like, this is their little life, and he's been just doing his businesses. I've really been on the electronics store. I haven't really played with Club Dante too much. I was just trying to focus on one and kind of get that running. But they are doing really well, obviously. They do have a butler, which I don't think the butler is here yet. No. And then they do have this goofy ass looking dog. Oh my god. Malcolm got him whenever it was a puppy. It was this little white puppy. And I named him, I don't know why I named him Blanco. I don't know. But as you can see from his picture, he got this big ass head and this skinny little neck. And it's like he's like a giraffe. Like, I don't know. Like, he has a goofy looking dog. And he is also in this showbiz career. And he's level 4, which is like, go off. And he knows come here, play dead, and roll over, but he needs to learn speak before he can get a promotion. Yeah, this household's a little goofy, but you know, I will probably end up building another mansion for them. So stay tuned for that, I guess. That'll probably be on another Sunday video, but not for a while, because I haven't been in the mood to play Sims 2, just because I've been playing a lot of 3, which is crazy. They're also the only family I play in Blue Water Village, so I don't have, like, the Tinkers, or the Ramirez, or the Florence, or what is it, what is their Gilbert Jacket or something like that. Yeah, I don't play with any of the others, so they're just kind of side characters. If they do end up somewhere in between with one of the families, I do end up playing with them, but they've never come around, so it's like there's not a need for me to really do that. So back to Pleasantview. Anyway, I was saying, like, how all I've been doing is playing, like, Sims 3. I've been playing Jack and Dexter, though. Jack and Dexter has been my main thing right now, because, I don't know, I'm just in that nostalgic vibe right now, and I was like, I want to play Jack. I want to maybe, throw myself into the wall, because playing it will literally make you go fucking mad. It's disgusting. So yeah, so we are gonna go into, where is Where are my Caliente? Oh, right here. So we're gonna go into Caliente. We're gonna go into see how Nina looks and how her little family is aspiring to be, which Nina didn't really want a family, but she accidentally got pregnant. Who the hell purchased a... Whatever, yes, bring the pet in. I'm just gonna break the game though. Who purchased a pet? It was this. A baby. Baby the cat. Baby the orange cat. I feel like this was Toby who did this. I definitely feel like it was Toby. They're looking at each other. Yeah, so this is Nina. Well, Nina's sleeping right now. This is Nina's little family. She has a romance sim, and she does kind of like get her way around. She does be doing her thing. Who is that? I don't even remember them becoming friends. Whatever. But Nina ended up finding Toby Johnson, and it, like, I don't know, like, it just kind of became a thing, and they woohooed once. She got pregnant and had Jessica, which Jessica is super cute. She definitely looks a lot like Toby. And then they're like, all right, well, he has to be around, so they moved in together, you know, take care of the kid together. He is also a lot like Toby, but this is Paul. And then they had the cat Bert. My sister named half of these animals. So did my boyfriend. So I was like, okay, Bert the cat, and then Baby the cat, which I think it was Toby who purchased the cat, because I do remember going to the pet store. Oh, that's what it was. I went to the pet store and got a Dalmatian Spot for Lucy and her boyfriend Philip. And I think Toby was there, and he must have purchased this cat, which is so crazy. But that's what happens too. Like, whenever you play somewhere, even if they go shopping at one of the centers, they will end up having it, like, in their inventories. Let me see if... I don't think... She got a bug collection. No, they don't have anything. See... No, that's Mr. Humble's. No, they don't have anything purchased, but I definitely find them every so often. Like, if I'm playing Malcolm Landgrab and all of that, they come into the electronics store, they will have it in their inventory. So that's just, you know, they're not doing exactly the best, because they only got 4,000 simoleons, and I don't think she's pregnant at all. Let me just double check. Oh, it says she's pregnant. So I'm not exactly... Maybe we should go... How do I do that? Sim... Oh, no. It's off this, ain't it? Pregnancy scanner. She's not pregnant then. Okay, cool. Usually it'll pop up. Yeah, no one is pregnant. Cool. I'll have to take that off of my sheet. I don't know why. I guess I just didn't fix that. But yeah, so this is like this is her little life, family. So we'll go into them, but Nina's not doing too bad for herself, but she's also like, in that, I didn't want a family, I didn't want this, and then it happened, and it's like, whatever, I'll just roll with it and still do my thing. I forgot to even check to see if they were dating, because I don't remember. I don't think they are actually dating. I think they're just, yeah, they're not dating. They're just kind of living together for the kids' sake, which is kind of funny. Let's go to the Dreamers, which were right here. So this is Darren and his little family. So Darren is Dirk Dreamer's dad, and you know, whenever you load in stuff, like it's Darren and Dirk, and Darren's wife Darlene passed away from a fire. Look at Darren, he's so cute being a little dad. But then Darren found and married the townie Lindsay Kalkner. I think that's her last name, Kalkner. But she is super cute, and their kids have been really cute. So their first set of kids? Yeah, their first set of kids were twins. And they had another round of twins, which is kind of crazy. So they have Cade. This is their first son. And then they have Kaya, their second born, their first daughter. And then there's Riley, which she's cuddling the puppy. Someone just rolled for the puppy. I don't know who it was, though. So she's cuddling the puppy. And then we got Mr. Ryder over here playing with some blocks. And then Zaria, where she has to be in one of the cribs. Yeah, there's a skunk on the porch. And then Miss Zaria. And then Lindsay is actually pregnant again. So we'll see about another twins, triplets, whatever. She's a family sim, so she does want to have those 10 kids. So she right now has 4 or 5. So she's halfway there. I might have to make her just have kids soon as she's done on, maybe I'll get her the elixir of life too to help her with that. But yeah, so they got married and stuff, and then that's kind of their whole life. Like, this is their family tree. Obviously Darren has his grandkids now. And yeah, they're doing pretty good. They got 31,000 right now. And Darren is retired, so it's kind of nice. He does paint on the side, so that's why they do have a lot of money. Lindsay she's unemployed, so she ain't doing shit. Except popping those kids out. That's it. But it's easier now that Darren retired, so she can actually, not deal with the kids whenever she's pregnant, because their motives, again, go straight down the hill like it's fucking nothing. And then the last family we're going to go to is the Gotham Lothario. And this is... I have to fix their outfits because that does not fit their personalities at all. Okay, so this is the Lothario and the Goth family. So this is Angelica Lothario, which is this Dawn and Cassie's oldest. So basically we just did a whole thing. You can see how the whole town is basically connected somehow. So this is Angelica, their oldest child, and she is, oh my god, she's absolutely stunning. And then we have Miss Bianca, which is Mortimer and Dina's daughter, and she is like all Dina. She's also a redhead, which is kind of funny. But she's also so stunning. But her and Angelica are besties. They basically grew up together because they're the same age. So whenever Dawn and Cassie had her, Dina and Mortimer also had Bianca. And, obviously they just moved in. I haven't started a rotation on them yet. But they are in a redo of Cali, where the Calientes first start. And then this was, House Lothario. That was Dawn's old house. And then these are just the regulars over here. But yeah, so this was the Caliente's little condo, and I figured it kind of fits because you got the two bachelorettes in the little condo house where Nina and Dina started. So it's I don't know. The mailbox is open though, so it's kind of whack. I don't know why that's like that. But yeah, so this was my little Pleasantview. That's kind of all that's going on. I haven't played them yet, so I'm not exactly sure where their storyline will really go. Bianca is a romance sim, so she's kind of out there, but yeah, so whenever I play more, I'll probably do another update and show where everything has gone. Obviously the next update will probably be way into their futures, so there's definitely going to be deaths of everyone who first started, all the adults. I don't know, we'll see where everything else goes. Sorry if that just like hurt your eyes. That just hurt mine as I was doing it. But yeah, so I will see you guys on the next video. If you liked this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I do post every Monday, every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. I was off last week just because I'm not feeling well, and you can still hear it. I'm very nasally and stuffed up. My allergies have been getting the worst of me, so I've been pretty down bad, and I only had one video go out, and that was on Monday. So yeah, so I'm trying to get back on track, kind of get myself together. Yeah, so anywho, I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.